Welcome to the Blade Files.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Oswald Cosplay doing the last intro for today, fourth in a row, and I know they might be a little bit bogus. I'm just trying to rush the intro so I can hurry up and put it on the front of the edit and then chuck it on YouTube, just to get it out there. So, episode 17 of the Cutting Edge of NZ Cosplay, and this one was, we kind of just threw it on her, you know. First time I asked her if she wanted to do an interview, and I'm talking about Maree Wansbone, Lulu's World, aka. She was a little bit, you know, I don't do so well in front of the camera, and, you know, I help out with doing camera stuff, but I don't really want to be in front of her. Thought she would be nervous and giggly as all hell, ended up being completely natural once she started talking about cosplay, which tends to be the case, because you know, when I've asked people if they wanted to do interviews, a few of them now have said, oh, you know, I'm going to be like, even Khan, who would have thought, you know, oh man, you know, I'm feeling really nervous about this. As soon as you ask any cosplayer about cosplay, and you can be a stranger to them, if you go up and ask them, you start talking about cosplay, boom, open book, straight off the bat. Well, this is my experience with it anyway, most cosplayers are like that. Because you're talking to them about something they obviously love, something that they can see you obviously love, because you're asking them about it in a sense that, you know, you're not just some fucking idiot saying, well, what are you doing? You know, what's this all about? You're asking them genuinely interested in what their thoughts are on cosplay, which is what the Cutting Edge is all about, basically. So, back to it though. Episode 17 of the Cutting Edge of NZ Cosplay, and before I phase out on that, massive thank you and huge appreciation to Lucy for providing us with a location. And I didn't know until because I'm just the world's worst cameraman, it seems, and sound man, you know, obviously. For providing us with a location, thank you, ladies. What I didn't notice at the time was when you're shooting right next to a street in Auckland, you catch a lot of traffic. So we ended up going inside. So thank you, Lucy, for that. Mad appreciation. Looks like that's going to be the way to go for the Cutting Edge for a little while. We may have to travel to, say, like Tauranga or Auckland to get more interviews. But in saying that, we do have some more lined up for Hamilton. We've got at least 3. It just, you know, it's just a matter of working these things out. But anyway, back to it. So, episode 17 on the Cutting Edge of NZ Cosplay. Maree Wansbone. Check it out. One of the greatest fangirls you'll ever meet. What's up, guys? You're back with Oswald Cosplay. We're on to episode 17 of the Cutting Edge of NZ Cosplay. This time, we've got one of the superheroes of any Armageddon, because she runs around making sure everyone's okay. One of my favourite girls in the biz, Maree Wansbone. I try not to say people's last names because I always get them wrong.
It's alright, I won't kill you. It's my promise.
Lucy couldn't kill anyone. She's too nice.
Steak sword. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll just get straight into it. So how long have you been cosplaying and had you started?
I think I've been cosplaying for about 2 years? 2-ish, 3, well actually 3 years ago I dressed up as Aja from Gem, but it was like the first time I'd actually dressed up for it. Been attending Armageddon expos for about 9 years maybe?
Shopaholic.
Yes. I go to Armageddon expos to look for all Buffy the Vampire Slayer merchandise, Marvel Avengers, anything vampire-ish, you know. I'm basically, you know, I have my friends scouting, they'll text me and say where I'm at. In the last year I've started helping my cosplay friends with, you know, just making sure they're eating and drinking and not stressing so much, since some of them do stress a lot. Love you guys, by the way.
In saying that, that includes cosplayers, photographers, stall holders, a lot of people.
Yeah. Building relationships with everyone in the cosplay community and Armageddon expos, I think, is really important, because if anything goes wrong, I know I can go to anyone and, you know, I'm safe. Like my big brother Johnny.
fuck with her or I'll kill you. Yeah, I'm not joking.
So when I got more into cosplay was with Regan. So she is Belazelle. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at pronunciation of names as well. She's been doing cosplay for a few years and one of my idols because she does a mean as Wonder Woman. So I love you, Regan. And I'm trying not to say as well a lot.
Because she knows I'm going to put an counter on the video when I end it.
She will. So yeah, watching my friends grow in their cosplays like Rianne and Ruben and Miss Chaotic Becca. I'm sorry, Bex. So yeah, watching all my awesome friends cosplay is always fun too.
There you go. So what are the main reasons behind you choosing the cosplays that you do?
I love dressing up. I just love it. I've always wanted to do it. All my friends when I was younger hated it. They thought I was a geek and stuff, and I always got picked on wanting to dress up and dress, be characters. And once I met Regan, I learned that it was okay to dress up and go to these events, and I actually felt more comfortable with them. And the more and more cosplayers I do meet, I feel more comfortable to try new things. Last year I wore Cinderella, Apocalypse Disney character with the girls, and we went up on
fucking
stage.
Good tip.
I was so nervous and scared, but I managed to get through it.
There you go. Which of the cosplays you've done so far have been the most challenging to do?
Recently, my Minion cosplay.
And why?
I hate zips with a fiery passion. Trying to put a zip into, kudos to every cosplayer that does all this. You guys are really amazing. I decided to actually pay my friends to make my cosplays now. So Bobby Pins is now making my Skyrim and my Lady Thor, so that
Pins.
I can't sew for the life of me. I did make a skirt and a dress, but yeah.
Super proud of it, she was too. Did a good job. I don't know if anyone else knows. If you don't know how to sew, or you're not very good at it, and you give it a go, some people are extremely proud about their first efforts, and some people are, can be a little, ooh. And I was one of those people, so.
Yeah, but your blade rocks. I fangirl over Blade because it's like, oh, Blade! So yeah, sorry to everyone that I fangirl over, but, I just love your cosplays.
Me too. What new skills have you had to learn because of cosplay?
Pinning, putting pins in your, I've learnt that you had to do that, and you have to iron to.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I've been told off quite a few times. Rianne tells me off. Regan tells me off. Becca glares at me now. So I get glared at a lot by my cosplay friends. I love them to death, but yeah, I kind of skip rules. It's always fun.
It's nice as she's a rule breaker. Does your love of cosplay spill over into real life for you, or do you keep them quite separate?
A little bit of both, I guess. I work with children, so I dress up sometimes for the kids. I'll put a wig on and just be silly and.
For the kids.
I just use any excuse.
See every cosplayer. No, I do it for the kids.
Well, I went to a child's birthday party a few years ago, and I dressed up as Cinderella, and then they all called me Elsa for the whole entire afternoon. And I said, you know what, whatever rocks your boat. Yeah.
Khan would say recognition, any recognition is good recognition, even when they get it wrong. We don't, like me and my partner know what that's like because we went to Armageddon as Pulp Fiction characters. Oh, Men in Black. Yeah, we're Men in Black. Yeah, we are actually.
First time I thought that, but then
because Will Smith has handlebars. I mean, come. Anyway, stop making the interview about yourself.
It's all about you. Recognize.
How do your family and friends view your love of cosplay?
They have the same views as they have with my Buffy the Vampire Slayer addiction. That I shouldn't be doing it because I am partly a shopaholic and an addictive personality, and it consumes me. So with my obsession with watching movies and TV shows and all that, they don't condone it. So if I run out of money and ask money, they actually ask me why I want the money for, where am I going, what am I doing with it? Just because they love me, that they don't want me to waste money. But I think that buying Avenger pillowcases from Armageddon is a very, very good reason to get new pillow covers. Just, you know.
It's not like she's hanging out in dark alleys, hooking up a tinny here and there.
Yeah, not smoking a J anywhere. I'm actually, you know, it's my drug. Armageddon's my drug. Totally drugs.
But a good, geeky, clean one.
Yeah, good, clean.
Not any less expensive, but so you're not going to go to jail for cosplay. Yeah. What is cosplay really about for you, and what are your favourite things about it?
Oh.
It's going to get all fuzzy warm now.
Oh. Horses. I can't swear, can I?
Swear all you want.
I don't know. I'm trying not to say the other word. I love cosplay because it's just a great community. Well, it can have its bad things. Like friends of mine have left the cosplay community because they've been picked on and treated really badly. And it really hurts because, you know, I love Armageddon's and going there, and I don't think anyone should be treated any differently. It doesn't matter what size you are, how big, tall, skinny, short, what colour hair. I mean, I break rules all the time because I just don't care. It's about the funness of cosplay, and I really get upset when I see my friends in pain because I don't think, you know, cosplay is meant to be family, fun, friends, getting along with people, and not stressing, not making massive issues over tiny things.
Or where you think it might increase your standing in some kind of community or whatever.
It's not you know, a popularity contest. It's just more about being friends. So if someone does one cosplay and you want to do a cosplay, go for it. Just try it. I mean, if someone came in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and did a total different thing, and she had a spike figurine with her, or, you know, person, I would hate that. I would be really angry at it, but I would accept it because Buffy and Angel belong together. But, you know, that's another topic.
We're not going to go there because that could be dangerous territory.
Yes.
And we'll run out of SD card space.
Just don't fight me on Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Angel, alright?
I attempted that last year. I thought it'd be neat to say, well, who would win out of you know, certain Buffy characters and certain Blade characters? And fuck me, did the fandom come out of the woodwork for that? And they were friends of mine. So, yeah. Learn your friends' fandom, and that way you won't get into trouble.
Yes. And even if you don't watch the certain fandom, showing interest is okay. Like, I have a
Respect
lot of,
that.
yeah, I respect my anime friends. You know, I don't have any inkling to go towards anime. Sailor Moon and Pokemon's probably the farthest I'd go, but I still respect them and love them and think they're awesome anyway. And they pull off amazing cosplays.
Yeah.
Hi Nathan. You guys are awesome. Well, I told him it sucks last year and ran away from him. Sorry, shit.
Do you ever feel unmotivated to cosplay?
When people put my friends down. So, if someone makes a comment on one of my friends' cosplays and then they say that they don't want to go, they're feeling uncomfortable, that makes me not want to go. I like being positive, bubbly, and encouraging to everyone. So I think that's how cosplay should be. But unfortunately, you do have the bad seeds in the cosplay family groups, and I know who you are. Yes, unfortunately I do. But I still respect you all and everything, but we all just got to work together and, you know, yeah. And then cosplay is way more fun. Focus on the fun.
Well, pretty much what she's saying is the world is not nice. But if you choose to not be nice, that's your choice. And it's a pretty shit choice. I want to say more about that, but I won't. Is there a style or genre of cosplay that you prefer to do? Or you just, you know, I like that, I'm going to do that?
Oh, there are some characters that I do really love, as you know. But you know, anything really, I don't really mind cosplaying. I focus more on like Thor's my favourite Avengers character. I love Captain America, but that's Rianne's, and you know, Regan's Iron Maiden, and Becca's Loki.
I didn't know this actually.
Yes, they like those characters more, but I prefer to go more Thorish. For Buffy the Vampire Slayer, of course, Buffy, of course. DC Comics, I'm a Supergirl fan, more of a Batman, but I love mixing the two. So anything with blonde hair, basically, I usually go for. It saves me for the wigs, so I don't do wigs.
For now. What is your favourite cosplay that you've ever seen, as well as your favourite or most inspiring cosplayers?
Oh no, this is hard.
Always is, it always is.
Because, okay, big ego, don't get your head too big. But yes, as soon as I saw Blade, I was like, oh my god, it's I just love Blade.
Okay.
Like, the girls went, oh my gosh, you have to come here, and they dragged me. Johnny's partner, Olivia, she had, saw a guy dressed as Scar, and she's like, Lucy, you've got to come, and I'm like, why? And then she dragged me to the guy, she said, look, Scar, and I was like, oh my god. So there's a lot of cosplays. The school at Manukau Armageddon, she won Best in Show. She was novice.
Yeah.
She did Cinderella. What's her name?
No.
Daniela Delacour or Della something. She was amazing.
Yeah.
I hands down was like in awe. One of my other friends, Ayla, she dressed as Jem, which Jem in the hologram, she did such a fantastic job. So hi Ayla, love you. You're cool. Yeah.
Okay. And just in case you didn't know, you probably heard, for anyone who was sitting in the crowd, one of the most enthusiastic supporters of everyone on stage was, and she didn't care what people thought of her either, screaming her lungs out for everyone on stage.
So well done to everyone, especially Anastasia, who...
Kayla said it.
Oh my gosh, that was Kayla. Why did I say the wrong name? I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's who she was talking about.
Yeah, Anastasia, yeah, she dressed as Anastasia, and she just blew my mind away. She was so nervous, and she looked like she was going to cry, and I just said to her beforehand, I said, you are going to do so fantastically. And when she got up on the stage, I couldn't help myself. I don't care if I start screaming aloud, I don't care if people stare at me, because you know what, I want all my cosplayer friends to know that, you know, I will cheer you all on, and I will support you all no matter what you do, because that's who I am.
And that's what she did. To a degree, no one else was doing it.
I nearly lost my voice.
I was going to say nearly lost her voice. But, I mean, and we were sitting right next to her. Like, for anyone else, if you have a friend like that, you might be a little bit embarrassed. We weren't. I was loving the fucking support that she was giving to everyone there. It's a shame not a whole bunch more people are like that. In saying that, I'm not like that because I'm loud enough. So if I had got that excited, probably would have lost some hearing.
That's why you were sitting, you know, on the other side of Olivia, because you know, her eardrums are perfect. She can handle anything.
Because I'm loud, so there you go.
Love you, Olivia.
How do you view the NZ cosplay community in general?
Oh, they are nice and kind to the ones in their cliques, but
Not the first person to have said this.
like not in a bad way as such. Like, I mean, you know, every cosplayer is different. Like, I can go up to different cosplayers and be nice, but then there's some of them that you get the cold chill from, and you think, oh god, this is a person I can't approach. And you try, like, some of them are just don't want to know anyone, and they just want to stay in little groups. Others, once you get to know them, they warm up and they're kinder. But from an outsider's perspective, the cosplayer community are very snobby. They do come off snobby and catty. I've gotten to know quite a few of them that I thought was like that, and they're just angels. They're just wonderful people. So it's kind of a bit of a both.
Yeah.
But I do watch my back around a lot of cosplayers because I don't know I don't know what they'd be like. So I do get nervous around some people.
Fair enough. On to Armageddon experiences. I'm sure it's one of your favourite times of the year. What was your first get-in as well as your favourite get-in so far?
First get-in, I think that was 2000. It was 2 years before they moved to Green Lane at the RTS Centre. I went with my sister because she said they'll have Buffy stuff, so that's the way to get me out of the house.
That's all you needed to say.
Just say Buffy. And the lines were too big to get in, so she was like, oh, let's go the next day. So we went the next day, and then the stall owner said, oh, you just missed out on these, you know, once of a kind Buffy the Vampire Slayer lunch boxes and everything. And I literally face dropped. I was angry, so I made it my mission after then to go to every single get-in to find Buffy the Vampire Slayer merchandise. I will still ask to this day. I get called the Buffy girl sometimes because yeah, that's how I'm recognised sometimes. So shout out to all the awesome store owners because they're just fantastic, and sorry you have to put up with me. And yes, I do say sorry if I can't afford to buy something from a store.
She's not lying. I caught her doing it.
So I thought I'd better say it because otherwise Johnny would bring it up.
I was about to get to it.
The recent purchase was this lovely top from one of our printing t-shirt stalls at Get-In that they made me. So I got 2 t-shirts and a hoodie with all the same logo.
Custom Buffy wear. The measure of a fan.
Some things when I was saying, I was like, oh crap, don't say don't say and I was like,
Like they're doing it with the lady in the news.
It's because you put it in my head.
You should have, when I did Amon Middleton's interview,
Yeah.
I'm going to do a like counter on it, and he says like, I swear, in excess of 70 times.
Oh shit. You both faces, I'll be like laughing.
Alright.
Oh yeah, we're gonna restart. Whew. Next one.
Best and worst experiences at a get-in.
Best and worst. The best experience at a get-in? Okay, I'm sorry, this is going to be Buffy related.
I was going to say she found something Buffy related.
Was when they had the stall come from America, and they had the inch figurines, so the 12-inch figurines, and I picked up a couple of those to buy, and then I had to stall them at Arkham City Comics for the duration of the get-in because they were just massive boxes, and I couldn't lug them around.
And you're also good friends of mine, so can I store this here?
Thank you, Jeremy, because you're always amazing. Every Armageddon, Arkham City Comics, who are the best comic stall, and I will say that happily.
Unplug. They are too.
Jeremy's like a big brother as well. As like Johnny, you know, Jeremy is really helpful. He's kind. Yes, I'm saying this, and people will be like, "What? Are you kidding me?" He is not any of these things, but we have a thing where, you know, he'll say Buffy sucks, and then I will, you know, turn around and I'll just give him shit back, and it's just so much fun. So every time I go to Armageddon, if I ignore him, it's just fun. I just love it because, you know, but then I do tell people to go there, so, you know, he keeps me happy with Buffy comics. I will keep him happy with, you know, making sure I purchase something, at least one thing from the store every year. So go see Arkham because they're awesome.
Yeah. No bad experiences at a get-in?
Not that I can think of. I don't know. I usually stick to myself most get-ins, so I don't
Not
really
anymore.
have. Oh, hang on, wait, no. Actually, now I think of it, I did have I dressed as Viper. I had a group of friends. They did the X-Men group, and so it was like, you know, one of the first cosplayers. You know, it was like my second or third, and it was just a dress that Regan and Becky helped me, you know, alter. And a couple of the photographers were a bit rude to me. I actually got told to get out of the way so they could take a photo of my friends, which is, you know, that's fine. You know, there is nicer ways for photographers to ask people to get out of the way, but it was, you know, the good thing out of it was that, you know, the girls and my friends, they would be like, Lucy, jump in the photo. I do get nervous getting in front of photos, so I can take selfies to the days, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
friends photos, that's fine, but getting a photographer, you know, going into a photographer photo with all my friends, which they always look amazing, so I get really nervous.
This almost didn't happen, but then Liv mentioned being an absolute nutbar about the Lion King, and those two just bonded after that, so I kind of lost Lucy and my fiancée Candy. But I get to be friends with Lucy.
Oh, shut up. Come on.
Something's going to come flying out of that corner of the room.
I said that we could do a gaming day, but Olivia doesn't like the gaming side of you. So we can't do the gaming thing, but we can talk about vampires. And, of course, the best Armageddon experiences, though, actually overall, I'll have to tell you that, is every year my birthday falls on Labour weekend. So it'll be the week of or Labour, and this year it actually falls on a Friday. So my lovely, awesome bro here, he's going to dress up as Blade for me, as I'm going to do Buffy. I've got a few of my cosplay friends that are just adding vampires into their characters. Some of them are actually coming up with their own vampire character. They're just going to surprise me. So, because Olivia is awesome, she's going to do it as well. I'm looking forward to it. So it's going to be, I think that's going to be the best Armageddon experience, is having my birthday on the Friday with all my friends dressed up as vampires, and I'm going to go see Body Effects and ask them, beg them to do a bite mark on my neck or something. So, you know, a little fake blood, and yeah.
What advice would you offer to anyone interested in trying cosplay?
Do it. Become one of us. It's so much fun. Once you, even if you don't know how to sew, like myself, I get my friends to do most of the stuff for me. I mean, I will try to make make cosplays with my minion. I made it myself. Very nerve-wracking, but just keep a cool head, calm, ask friends for advice. There's so many cosplayers on there that have got such a talent, like Eva Chu, Soxy Cosplay, Courtney Chaos.
Cordy Chaos.
Cordy Chaos. I'm sorry. And of course, you know, Kayla. Oh shit, there's so many. There's so many cosplayers. My idols as well is the DeWilds.
Oh.
Wow. If you need advice, like, they are just out of this world. Every time I go to Armageddon, I see them, and they are the first cosplayers I recognised when I came into the cosplay community, because I noticed them before, and I was like, I know these people. They come around every Armageddon and they dress up in these amazing. So I fangirl, but they're awesome people, and oh yeah.
They are super nice people, super creative.
Very cool.
So what are we going to see from Lucy this year, cosplay-wise? It's not a secret.
No, we've got Bobby Pins is making my Skyrim, so I'm commissioning a piece for her. She's just done the top for me. She's now making the cape, and it's going to be the vampire type character from Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
So that's in the works. I've got Lady Thor, and I cannot remember my friend's cosplay name. Lisa. What's
Chesh Little.
Chesh Little.
Chesh Little
I'm
cosplay.
So sorry. Chesh Little Cosplay is making my Lady Thor. Then Bobby Pins is going to be making my Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've also got Miss Chaotic and Velasile. They'll be working on all my weapons with Warbler. Now, Warbler is amazing. Alter Ego cosplay are fantastic. If you want, it's thermoplastic stuff, so you get deco art and transpart art. And Regan's going to kill me because I'm going to get this all wrong, but yeah. So it's just stuff that you can use with a heat gun, and you heat it up, or hot water for the deco art for thingies. So yeah, they're going to make my weapons for me, which I always go to every Armageddon and I try to sell their stuff. I usually help store owners too, like, because I'm a shopaholic. I like people spending money as much as I do. So don't hang out with me if you don't want to spend money, because I either buy it for people stupidly, which I'm trying to learn the word no, or I talk you into buying things, like, or I might snatch it out of your hand like I did to Rianne and Becca at Armageddon recently. they didn't have the money though, so I justified that as they didn't have the money, and I thought someone needed to own Bulbasaur and Charizard beanie hats.
That's why she does. Because she sees a need.
Yes, I need it.
Well, that's us on this 13th episode of the Cutting Edge of Into Cosplay. Thank you very much, Lucy. You made it! You made it! We're out.